Right guys, so we're starting a new unit today, which is unit 2.2, and we're going to be looking at the structure and function of the cardiovascular system. First thing that we need to know is what elements make up the cardiovascular system. So there are three of them. First one is the heart, really important structure. Second, blood vessels, so arteries, capillaries and veins, and blood. So the first criteria that we need to be aware of for 2.1 is the composition of blood. So as you can see from the diagram here, we need to be able to know that this yellow substance is plasma, and that makes up the biggest part of the total volume of blood. Okay, really important for transporting hormones, electrolytes, and other blood cells around the body to where they're needed. Okay, leukocytes. Next section, or white blood cells, okay, and platelets. They make up a really small amount of the total volume of blood. Finally, we have erythrocytes, or red blood cells, which make up approximately 45% of the total volume of blood. Okay, next thing that we need to be aware of, what do each of the different cells within blood do? What are their functions? So the first one, erythrocytes. Now within erythrocytes, they contain an iron-rich protein called hemoglobin. As we learned in 2.1, oxygen binds to hemoglobin, and that's then transported around the body as oxyhemoglobin. Okay, so the main function of erythrocytes is to transport oxygen. Next one, leukocytes. So the main function of leukocytes is to protect the body from infectious disease and foreign substances. And it's part of the body's immune system. HL students, we learn a lot more about the immune system in Unit 13. Finally, platelets. Platelets are another part of the body's immune system, and what they do is they help to clot and repair damage to cells. Now what this does is it stops the spread of pathogens throughout the body to prevent further infection. Finally, we need to know the structure of the heart. Okay? If we follow this link here, we'll be able to find more information about the structure of the heart. So first thing we need to start with, the four main chambers of the heart. We've got to bear in mind that this is an anterior view of the heart. Okay, so left and right are flipped around. Okay, so we have the left atrium and the left ventricle, the right atrium and the right ventricle. Okay, they're separated by the septum in the middle of the heart, and that will become important later. Four main blood vessels leading to and from the heart. Firstly, we have the vena cava. We have the inferior and superior vena cava, which bring deoxygenated blood from the body back to the heart. We then have the left and right pulmonary artery, which transport deoxygenated blood to the lungs to pick up more oxygen. Now, it's the only artery that carries deoxygenated blood. Generally, they carry oxygenated blood. Then we have left and right pulmonary veins. They bring oxygenated blood back from the lungs, ready to be pumped to the rest of the body through the aorta. Okay. Now again, the pulmonary veins are the only veins that carry oxygenated blood. Normally veins carry deoxygenated blood. Finally, the four valves that are in the heart. Okay, we have the pulmonary valve, okay, which separates the right ventricle from the pulmonary artery, and we have the aortic valve, which separates the left ventricle from the aorta. Okay, we then have bicuspid and tricuspid valves, which separate the atria from the ventricles. Now, as a way to remember it, because they sound very similar, tri is right. So tricuspid, right side of the heart. Bicuspid, left side. Okay? And here we have all of the key structures of the heart. Remember I said earlier that the septum is this part, and that will become important later. Okay, well done guys. Make sure you learn all of these structures, and see you soon.